Mein Führer, darf ich Ihnen zum Geburtstag gratulieren?
Wenn er sich ohne Befehl entfernt hat, ist das Fahnenflucht. Verrat!
Mein Führer, wir haben noch keine Meldung. Ich spreche gerade mit Koller.
Koller, geben Sie mir Koller. Koller.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Sie wissen, dass Berlin unter Artilleriefeuer liegt. Hören Sie den Beschuss nicht?
You know what I say? Go out and buy a Dell computer, okay?
Die Russen sollen eine Eisenbahnbrücke über die Oder haben.
Well, a lot of people are saying I'm
One of the greatest presidents ever.
Das sind ja nur 12 Kilometer bis zum Stadtkern. Ist der Russe schon so nah?
In the economy, Trump is at 42%. I shouldn't be at 40. We have the greatest economy, maybe in the history of the world for any country. We have
$19.2 trillion being invested in the United States. But our country right now is doing better than it's ever done. You know, when I see polls on the economy, I should have 150%, not 100%.
Haben Sie noch Zweifel an meinem Befehl? Ich glaube! Aber alle diese Verräter werden bezahlen.
I would be the greatest communist in history. I'd be right up there with Lenin.
Ich habe mich klar genug ausgedrückt. Und doch habe ich allein kommende Generationen dankbar sein.
I think any community that turns down AI is making a big mistake because your taxes are going to go way down.
If you own a house, it's going to be more valuable. It's a tremendous thing.
And I see it. It's almost like there's a campaign against, data centers. But data centers, if you look at the stats,
Everything's good around them.
Wenn er sich ohne Befehl entfernt hat, ist das Fahnenflucht. Verrat!
and I can say if I were the mayor of a town or the governor of a state,
and I had a chance to get a big plant in, an AI plant or a data center, I would absolutely want it because the jobs are enormous and the
money paid, the taxes paid are just enormous. And if you don't take it, you're going to be left behind because there are plenty of places that want it.
Ich will sofort zum Bericht lernen, wie man Messer Gabel hält. Ich war nie auf einer Akademie.
Magnets, you got to go with magnets. That's a good one. Everybody should go for magnets.
Widerstand in den Weg gelegt. Ich hätte gut daran getan.
Magnets. Do magnets, okay? I'll tell you how to make money. Do magnets. You're doing a lot of great stuff. Do magnets.
Nur um zu lernen, wie man Messer Gabel hält.
When Caterpillar Tractor, and I watch more tractors than any human being on earth.
rip rock, right through rock. It's all hydraulic. So I said, when Caterpillar goes into the business of
Using magnets to lift up their little blades, when they go in and when they go away from hydraulic, I'll tell you what, I'm going to do something. I'm going to start using magnets, but we don't want to use them.
Hat die Korruption in unserem Staat möglich gemacht.
When a little water touches the magnets, it doesn't work anymore. And you're in the Atlantic Ocean.
with waves that are 60 feet high and the Pacific Ocean with waves that are 70 feet high.
And they're talking about magnets. It makes you want to get sick.
Es wurde ein ungeheurer Verrat geübt am deutschen Volke. Was soll das heißen? Sie können Fegelein nicht finden.
We had 111 missiles shot by the Islamic Republic of Japan.
Der Angriff Steiners war ein Befehl!
Pretty soon I'll be declaring the Hormuz Strait a territory of the United States.
Um sich zu autorisieren, behauptet er, ich wäre krank!
I would say I should have won that award.
More than anybody that ever received the Nobel Peace Prize. Because nobody settled wars. I settled 8 of them.
Die gesamte Generalität ist nichts weiter als ein Haufen niederträchtiger, treuloser Feiglinge!
But I settled 8 wars.
I would say 5 of them because of tariffs. The threat of tariffs stopped India and Pakistan from going into a nuclear war. The threat of tariffs stopped numerous other countries from going to war.
If I wasn't here, if I wasn't president, there would be no Israel, and there probably would be no Middle East. And you saw that when they shockingly started shooting at everybody all over the Middle East. If they had a nuclear weapon, they would have used that.
Fremder, unberechenbarer Künstler! All die anderen, ja! Was hat er daraus gemacht?
They were saying wind was so wonderful, except you couldn't.
Watch your television. They wanted to watch the debate. Donald Trump against Sleepy Joe Biden. Nobody could watch it because the wind wasn't blowing. Remember that?
Darling, we'd like to watch the debate tonight. I'm sorry, the wind isn't blowing.
Aber alle diese Verräter werden bezahlen.
Any country with windmills.
Is a loser, okay? You just have to look.
If they have windmills, they're a loser.
Ist das Feiglinge, Verräter, Versager?
Grass is like humans. It has a life.
Dann seid ihr Armee im Kehrtbach.
You know who the #1 person in TikTok is by far?
Ein paar vanille Faulpelz.
Trump, me. I just got, I'm #1. Like Taylor Swift was #11. I'm #1 in TikTok by far.
Von allem Anfang an bin ich so verraten und betrogen worden.
My intention to run for a 4th term as President of the United States.
Man müsste die ganze Luftwaffenführung sofort aufhängen. Das ist unerhört, unerhört. Der Russe steckt 12 Kilometer vom Stadtkern. Und ich erfahre das sozusagen auf Nachfrage.
Mein Führer, vielleicht handelt es sich ja wirklich um Fernfeuer. Sie erwähnten eine Eisenbahnbrücke über die Oder.
Ach, Unsinn.